Hey folks, this is Ardwulf. Welcome. We're going to do another unboxing video today. This is part of the birthday loot. We're going to unbox Unconditional Surrender World War II in Europe from GMT Games and designer Salvatore Vasta. Now this is the second printing that came out late in 2017, late-ish, about Q3, end of Q3, beginning of Q4. This game is terrific. There is some playthrough content on my channel where I make plenty of enjoyable mistakes. So check that out if you want to. This is the new printing. This does not have the mounted boards. You can buy the mounted boards separately, but as you can see, it is in the GMT 2-inch box, which means that if you get the mounted boards, 2-map game, you will not be able to fit them all in this box. Very disappointing, GMT. I'm not sure why we have to still have this discussion. So let's crack it open. And take a look at the piece parts. Like I said, I have a high opinion of this game. Sal Vasta, the designer, is working on a Pacific version, I believe, which I would be very interested to see. But even so, I like this game a lot. This is in the nigh bulletproof current GMT box. We have a rule book. Now, this isn't an exceptionally simple game, but it's not really that complicated considering all that it models. What we have here is a 56-page full-color rulebook. This is on the matte finish stock, which I personally prefer. I've looked at the rulebook. It's on GMT's website. It's a very clear rulebook. I like this game a lot. Like I said, we have a playbook, which is actually a little thicker, which I haven't handled previously. This is also 56 pages in full color. And what we have here is a large number of scenarios. Now, a lot of the scenarios are training scenarios. The Poland, Scandinavia, France, and Balkans. I'm not sure about Balkans, but the first three are definitely training scenarios. And they're really well-constructed training scenarios. They will basically show you exactly what you have to do to get the rules down. Now we have a map. And we have a little bit of wrinkling here. I'm not entirely sure how that could have happened, but it's nothing serious. Very attractive map. I want to say these are Mark Simonich maps. They don't really look like Mark Simonich maps, actually. Let's take a look at that. That is typically here, but maybe it's in the scenario book. Or maybe it's on the back of the box. We'll look at it in a minute. We have map number 2, and we have some counter sheets. We have three counter sheets. Okay. So one thing that you'll notice is that the units don't have factors on them. The combat strength and efficiency of the unit is kind of built into the system. It's actually a really neat and interesting mechanic, and I like it a lot. We have another counter here for fortifications and controls. Control, not fortification. And some miners. And another sheet of markers. Now, the first printing, unless I'm misremembering totally, was on the thin core, white core GMT stock. I mean, it's not terrible counter stock, but this is on the nice thick stuff, which I personally prefer a lot. We have here the play aid cards. These are the displays. There are 3, one for the Soviets, one for the West, one for the Axis. Here are the play aids. And one of the cool things, there's a lot of cool things about this system actually, is that everything works off of one CRT. Air combat works off the CRT, naval combat works off this CRT, strategic warfare works off that CRT. It's really pretty neat. We have 3 of each of these in case there's going to be a 3-player game. We have 3 dice in thematically appropriate colors, which I appreciate, and some GMT baggies and an insert. I tend to throw these away because I would rather fit, say, a counter tray in the box, crazily enough. And since we never get boxes big enough to accommodate the games that we buy, I don't want to say never, but it happens too infrequently. So looking quickly at the art director Roger McGowan, counter art by Charlie Kibler, and map art by Salvatore Vasta and Mark Simonich. Okay. The iconography on here does not look to be typical Simonich. I love Mark Simonich's maps, so I don't care, but I think this looks good anyway. I talked about the map, the unusual map projection that's used in this game in the playthrough video, so I'll not bother going over that again. But the end of that story is that it's a really smart choice, the map projection that was used. I can get one counter tray in this box without the insert. I hate that. I wish there was room for 2 counter trays. GMT, please give us big games. Please give us big games in big game boxes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.